Hey everybody, welcome back to another Tuesday grilling video, and this one is going to be a versus. PitBoss Pro Series combo grill against the Instapot. My daughter and I have been doing these and having a lot of fun doing them, so we're going to do it again today, and it's going to be smoked ham. We're actually filming this on Easter Sunday. I know you'll see it a couple of weeks after that, but what a great holiday meal, a ham, smoked ham. Now, as most of you probably know, the majority of the hams you're going to see in the store are already cooked, already smoked, already cured. There's a bunch of different ways they cure them. But the bottom line is you can cook and eat them as they are right from the store. So we're going to do what we call a twice cooked or twice smoked ham on the PitBoss. Whitney's going to go ahead and do it on the Instapot. Let me talk all about how we're doing it on the grill itself. So we've got the smoker set at just smoke setting right now. We just turned it on. We're going to cook this at 225 to 250 degrees. And again, because these are already cooked, we want to keep the temperature low to impart more smoke on it. It'll be exposed to the smoke for a longer period of time, and it's going to be pretty simple. All you want to do is put it in some kind of pan. We like to use those little disposable foil pans you can get at the store. Unfortunately, I didn't have any, and I didn't want to run out and get some, so I'm going to do mine just sitting in a cast iron skillet, just as a vessel. But you want something that has sides that are an inch or two tall, because as the juices flow out of the ham, you definitely don't want them running over. So you can't use like a shallow baking pan kind of thing where it's going to spill all over the grill. Let me show you how we prep it. All right, because we're doing this thing as a challenge, what we did was we got one whole bone-in cured ham. This one was 8.9 pounds, so let's just assume about 9 pounds. We asked the butcher to go ahead and cut it directly in half. Heck, you can see I still have the wrapper on half of it. So this one's about 4.5 pounds. So I've got the side with the bone in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this down on the grill, and then we're going to go ahead and probe this. And we want to do that because we want to cook it just until the internal temperature is hot, about 135 degrees. You could actually cut this and eat it right now since it's fully cooked, but we don't want to do that. We want to get it nice and warm inside. Let me show you what we did. So we're just putting this in with it on its side, and the bone is over on this side here. We're going to go ahead and put our probe in here. All we're going to do is go ahead and probe this down in here so we get it pretty far down into the actual ham. We're trying to go around the bone. There we go. I'm at least halfway in there, so very near the center. All right, with that, we're just going to go ahead and put it in. Probably takes about 10 to 15 minutes per pound. That's all we're really doing. Again, we're heating it up on the inside. I'm going to start making a nice glaze with a little bit of bourbon, a little bit of brown sugar. We're just going to heat that up until it's a nice thick maple syrup consistency. And as this starts getting warmer, probably in about 30 or 40 minutes, I will start pouring a little bit of that glaze over the top just to let it begin to caramelize as this thing heats up. Be back in a little bit. Check it out.
So today we have another versus PitBoss versus Instapot boat style. It's Easter, so yeah, come on. We're gonna make a ham. He's got half, I got half. To be frankly honest with you, I've never made a ham in an Instapot, so I had to Google a couple of recipes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a big foil boat for our ham, and then all of our ingredients are gonna go inside the foil. But we also have a trivet that the foil ham is gonna sit on as well. And in the recipe, it specifically said cold water, so we're gonna do 1.5 cups of cold water just underneath, like pour it in there, not in the boat for the ham. Bye, thank you for helping. And then we just have some local honey. We did light brown sugar, and we're gonna mix that together. And then I also, it said pineapple juice, but we don't have any pineapple juice, so I'm just gonna use orange juice in place of the pineapple juice. But we're gonna mix all that together. It's gonna make a glaze for inside the boat, and then when we're done, we're gonna actually make another glaze all in here, less dishes than what he's got. We're just gonna throw our ham on in the middle. Just need to make this into like a little box type thing or whatever until I can get all the liquid and then fold it all in there. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick. Just make a little box. So
I just started your painting.
Liquid doesn't fall out everywhere. Box making skills kind of suck, but that's alright. So we're gonna need 1 tablespoon of honey, and we're gonna use these nifty little mermaid things. Okay, and then next we're gonna get some brown sugar. Just kind of eyeballing this. We're not going by the recipe anymore. Dump that in there, and then I forgot to get the orange juice, so cut. We're just kind of eyeballing it because I'm not 100% of the recipe is on my phone. I don't really know where my phone's at the point. But it's like about 4.5 tablespoons or so. We're just gonna throw it in here. But it's kind of thickened up a little bit, and then we're literally gonna just whisk, 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 and then we're just gonna pour over the yam. Like that. We're just gonna scrape all the tidbits out, because that's like the best part. Alright. And then we're just gonna fold all this together, but we're gonna cut off camera because it's gonna be really loud. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour the water in here because we have our ham wrapped up and I just don't want it to get in any creases or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour the water in here. And then when we wrapped it, I left like a little handle so whenever it's ready, we have an easier puller outer. We're just gonna go ahead. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What-oh, spaghetti-o. So my ham seems to be a little bit bigger than my pot, but I did a kudo chop and got it in there. So anyways, it's in there now. We're gonna put our lid on. Oh, first time. That never happens for me. We're gonna make sure that this is on sealing because we wanna, when it's done, we wanna naturally sit for 15 minutes. So basically what the recipe said was for per pound, you need 2 minutes. And then since we wrapped it in the foil, we need to add an additional 10 minutes. So we're essentially gonna do 18 to 20 minutes because it's only 4 pounds. Side note, he just said he needs another hour for his. I need like 30 minutes, so I just wanted to rub that in. Anyways, okay, so it's on. We're gonna go pressure cook. We're gonna go 20 minutes to give it a little extra, and then it's just gonna go. Alright guys, so basically we set it for 20 minutes. It's already sealed. So we're just gonna basically let it go for the next 20 minutes and we'll see what we got. And then we'll come back and we'll do our glaze in the...
Alright, so the internal temperature of our ham is sitting at about 105 degrees, and now that it's getting closer, I'm going to go ahead and start working on our glaze. And what we've got here is going to be pretty good. This is about a 1/4 to a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of Cointreau, right, so orange liqueur. You could certainly use bourbon. A nice bourbon maple glaze would be great too. And probably about not quite a 1/4 cup of honey. And I'm just going to go ahead and cook this until all the sugar is completely dissolved. And it's about the thickness of a maple syrup. It needs to cook down just a little bit. You don't want to go crazy with this. The last thing you want to do is scorch or burn it. So I've just got this on a low heat here. You can see bubbles along the outer edge, which is perfect. Most of the sugar at this point, the brown sugar, has dissolved. And we'll use this with a little silicone basting brush, and we'll just baste this over the ham about every 5 or 6 minutes for the next 30 minutes or so. And then you should be all done. I think the internal temperature will be at 135 at that point. Exactly what we want. This will start thickening up real nicely, but definitely want to keep stirring it, because what we don't want to do is scorch any of that sugar down there. And I do want to cook it because I want to cook the alcohol out of this. Come on over here, say it again.
We're naturally releasing the pressure for the next 15 minutes.
Alright, so her 20 minutes is up, and it's releasing. Alright, glaze is nice and thick at this point. That is going to be good on there.
We're just gonna open our little thingy here. At this point, we're just gonna take our ham out and hope it works and looks good. I don't really have high hopes at this point. I'm gonna put it there. We're gonna pull our trivet out. So we're gonna take the water out of here that we used to boil it, and we're just gonna dump it somewhere. Dumped out our water. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little funnel on here. We're gonna take our ham out. Smells good. Then we're just gonna mix water and cornstarch in here, but we're also gonna place this on saute to start making the
Glaze.
glaze. I'm really disappointed. I can't speak now. It's all like, yeah, I got this, but whatever. We're just gonna mix and mix and mix and mix for about 3 to 4 minutes or until this starts to thicken up. Okay, so I got a spatula so we can just go ahead and scrape down the sides of this. You want to use some type of glove because the Instant Pot colander cooker thing, whatever, I don't know. It's just going to be super hot, so can we do slow-mo for this?
Over here. Yeah, right here. Hey, do me a favor. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like it, subscribe to the channel and click on that little bell notification so you get notified of new videos. Thanks.
Guys, so I'm going to take the liquid and just pour it over the ham. Again, I just poured it in here so it'd be a little bit easier to direct it kind of where I wanted it to go.
So our internal temperature in this probed ham is sitting at 138 right now. So I'm just going to open it up. So we'll say she's looking pretty good. Once again, I have a feeling the look coming off the PitBoss might be nicer than the Instapot. So the next step in all this is to carry this inside. We'll let them cool off. I'm just going to put a piece of foil over the top, let it sit for about 30 minutes. We'll take a couple of slices of these and we'll see which one's the winner. All right, so they're both inside. It's time for the verdict. Our company's pulling up right now to enjoy this with us, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. We have, which one do you wanna try first?
It doesn't matter. I think we should, you try yours and I'll try mine and then we'll do opposite.
Oh, okay. We can each describe ours.
Yeah. Tastes like ham.
That's it?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the competition. Like, you should be talking it up.
Let me get some of my juice on there that I had to borrow some of yours. Definitely not good for my diabetes. Works pretty good with this shirt.
So, is it juicy? Because mine's really juicy. I'm surprised at how juicy it is. I would imagine yours is as well.
Mm-hmm. It's really good though.
All right, I'm gonna switch. Try yours. Yours may be sweeter.
You're just good.
That's like caramel candy right there.
I mean, that's the ultimate test is sugar or not. Am I allowed to have it or not?
Well, I guarantee your doctor would appreciate that.
Mmm. That's really good though. It kind of tastes like a weird tangy, like a sweet barbecue sauce at the end. Which is weird to say because it's not that, but.
Great. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed.
At the front door. There is someone at the front door.
Hey, we'll see you next Tuesday for another grilling video. Bye, y'all.